Okay, guys. So what you have to do is with the hip, you do 131 divided by 4. If you can see, this is 32.75. Okay. Okay, let me say something here. When you have a whole number, this is a whole number here now. When you have a whole number and have a given number, in this number now, you don't have to, because there is no how calculator will calculate it for you. 32.75 is not possible. There is no possible. The ruler cannot give you exactly 32.75 because this is 32. There is no 75 anywhere. So what you will do now is giving it another one. We now have 33 instead of 32.75. Do you understand? Okay, let me explain it again. There's no how a ruler will be giving you 32.75. So what you will do now, this is 75, it's almost 1, but it's not 1 yet. So instead of using the 75, which is know that it's not possible anywhere, you will adding 1 into the 32. It will now make it 33. Hope you understand that. If you don't understand, write me in comment section. I will explain better privately. Thank you. So let's move on. You will now calculate 33 from the edge of the ruler. Make sure that the 0 is on the line, not before or not after. Okay, the 0, make sure the 0 is on the line. Okay, guys, the 0 on the line. This is where you should be very, very careful so that you will not make mistake. And this is 33 here. Okay, this is 33. So you draw your line. Okay, you draw it down. Okay, bringing it down to the length you created before, which is 65. So after you bring it down, what next you should do is to, I don't know if you can see me very well, sorry, I'm doing all these things alone, it's just a passion. Okay, what next you should do is closing the line. You close the line just like this. Okay, now the line is closed. Where we have another problem is bringing the gather. Okay, we have gotten what we needed. This is one part of our skit. In this whole thing we are calculating, drawing and all that. It's just one part. That is the problem, and that is, sorry guys, that is the real part about the whole thing, because you have to have patience in sewing. Being a creativity, being a creative, it's not easy, so you have to do it. Okay, remember guys that we have 32.5 here. So in this part 32.5, remember, how do we get 32.5? Let me explain that so that it will not be a problem for some people. Okay, how do we get 32.5? We got 32.5 because my My waist was 118. 118 divided by 4, that is 29.5. okay, it's possible. Remember that we have to add 3 centimeter for folding. It's always 3 or 2 centimeter. The back is always 3 to give it balance to the landing ground. Like it will not be folding, it will be almost smooth. I don't know, there is nothing here to make example of what I wanted to say. This is a cloth, for example. The folding, I'm saying we have a cloth. It's my it's my son's singlet, but let me use it and do. Okay, we have to mark 3 here, and adding it here, we have to make sure that it leads to landing ground, like it comes very smooth where nothing will hold it. I don't know if you see that. I'm alone, so I'm doing everything alone. So we have to add 3. Adding 3, that's how we come up at 32.5. okay, you measure your measurement, you put your ruler. Remember, you always put your ruler to the edge of the line. That is where you put your 0. If not, you will make mistake. So you put your ruler to the edge of the line. Sorry guys. Okay. No. I have to turn it to understand better. Okay, the edge of the line. You mark it, and we come about 32.5, which is here. 32.5. Okay, you understand? That's how we get about 32.5. 32.5 is here where I mark it already. So what next will you do? This first thing you do, number 1. Number 2, what you will do in the waist, I'm still teaching, is dividing 32.5 divided into 2 equals to 16.3. Let me use calculator so that you should understand very well. I'm not just giving number. I've done that before. That's how I come about it. But let me use calculator. Okay. Come about 32.5. Remember to put it exactly how it is. Divided by 2. You will get 16.25. Remember what I teach when we have 25, 65, 75. Okay. Let me come again and explain that. Okay, here we have the real answer is 16.25. okay, we have 16.25, but remember there is no calculator that will give you 25. So no ruler. There's no how you can mark 25. It's either 10, 5, 15, 20, So in this place that we cannot get 25, we have to add it, the remaining 5, and go back to the next number. I don't know if you understand that. So there's no 25 here. There's no 16.25. Okay, what we have to do now is 16.3. You have to come here and put your ruler. Remember, it's always on 0 to the edge of the line. Okay, so that you not make mistake. Okay, 16. This is the edge of the line. This is 16. You will now count 1, 2, 3. That is the small number that is in the ruler. I don't know if you understand that. That is the small number that is in the ruler. You count it 1, 2, 3. That is the 3 instead of 25. Okay. So here now equals to 16. 16.3. Okay, which is here 16.3. This is 16, this is 3. 16.3 16.3. Sorry guys. 16.3. This is 16.10. You mark 1 here and 1 here. Always remember. Okay. The 1. Remember, you have to bring the 16 down to 13 centimeter. Why will you bring it down to 13 centimeter? You should bring it down to 13 centimeter because of the folding. We are talking about folding. Folding. Okay. You now draw. This is how you fold it now. That is what we are doing now. You will not draw down the one that you give in here. Draw it down and draw the other one down. Okay? Okay. Remember, when you are trying, as a beginner, whatever thing you do, you have to write it down. Why will you write it down? Because it's possible you can forget it. So you just have to write every calculation, everything you do, you have to write it down so that you will not forget about it. Okay. So that's how we come about the folding. So in this aspect, excuse me, always make your scratch to be very neat. Mind me, I'm also a beginner, so we are going to learn. Okay. In this place, remember to okay, but we always have a curve. What is curve? Curve. So remember to put it down and you have some little curve. That's your waist. Not too much big. It's not up to 1 centimeter difference. Yeah, you bring it to your line. Okay. This is what we have. One side of our skate is done, like it's ready. Yeah. So guys, we continue. We have to do the front since the back is ready. Yeah. the back is ready. You have to start all over again. You have to have patience. Because when we are teaching or somebody is teaching, you have to be very, very attentive and listen. If not, you might make mistake. But please, if there is any question, feel free to ask it or write it down in comment section. I will always be there. Please, I will always be there. Okay? Okay, guys. In this aspect, I believe we don't have to write down or start measuring the age of the place. As you can see, I always drawn back the line from the place I measured it before, because if you watch it, the scratch is very wide. I just drawn the line straight, making sure that it's still 3 centimeters. Yeah. So that is the thing. When drawing it, you have to start all over again. Remember, we are working with 118. Yeah. In this 118, you have to measure 118 divided by 4. Sorry guys, I have to use calculator to be sure of what I'm saying.